I'm Sue Boo, bringing crafting to you, and today I'm going to show you how to make an exploding box with heart corners. If you want to shop with me up until the 25th of April, please use this code so that you can share in the host rewards. If you are watching on YouTube, please subscribe and press the notification button so that you will not miss out on any videos that I upload. Thank you very much. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is start off with a piece of 6x6, and we're going to score that at 2 inches. So I'm going to put it on this side, and we're going to score at 2 inches. So just line it up, score at 2 inches, turn all the way round and score at 2 inches again, and then turn it just 90 degrees and score. So in other words, you can just keep going round on your 2 inches until you've scored all 4 sides. So it's boho indigo paper that I'm using, and it is, as I say, I've just done 2 inches all the way round. We're just going to score those lines now, burnish should I say, those lines now. I'm just using my bone folder to crease them. It's a bit difficult to see with the actual pattern. Hopefully you can make it out more when I've folded it. So we've just creased all those lines. Now what I want you to do is I want you to bend in your corners. So if you bend in, try and get that crisp corner and just really bend those to make a nice corner here. So we're going to really be looking to fold the corners in half. So I'm just going to burnish that down. So then we open it up, we've got that going off. Okay, so we're just going to do that the same on all. So I'm going to fold those two in there like that. So try and get them as level as you can, and we're looking to get the best we can with getting that at a point. So there, we've got 2 now. And then hi Patricia, how are you? Lovely to see you. So that's going to do again. So just getting those there, and just make sure you get in your corners there. Okay, and then we've got the last one to do, so we're just bringing that in again, and I'm using DSP. You can use card on this. I'm using 6x6, but you can make this absolutely any size you want, because once you know how to do it, you can do it with any size. Okay, just that's gone off a bit. Let me just bring that back in so that we can get that there. That's it. So right, so I've done that now. So all 4 sides are done like that. Okay, now what I've done ahead of time is I've punched out just a piece of photocopying paper with the heart punch. Now you just need either a heart punch or a heart die, or you can just get a piece of 2x2 paper, fold it in half, and then cut a heart shape out of it. So that's another way of doing it. Right, now I've got my pencil. There we go. So all I've done with the heart is fold it in half down the centre, and all I'm going to do is place this down one side. I think I did it this side. So all you're doing is putting the bottom of your heart on the bottom where So you're following this line down of your fold there. So you're following that line down of your fold, and I'm just going to get that to, it's hard to see with this paper, sorry. So where's my fold? I've chosen a nightmare paper, haven't I? I'm going to have to put it so I can see better. There we go. So all I'm doing is putting that at the corner and following the heart. So that's where my fold is, look. And then all I'm going to do is draw around the top of my heart, taking it down there. So you can see my pencil mark. So I've just drawn around my heart. So that's all you've got to do. And I'm going to turn that and do exactly the same. So I'm getting it where I put it down the bottom and marrying it up to my score line. Make sure you don't overshoot the corners. So just get that about right. It's hard for me to see on this paper. Yeah, that's about right. And bring my heart, and then I'm just going to go round again. Whoops. Round the heart down. Okay, and I'm just doing this on all four corners. So there we go. And then the last corner, I'm just putting that on the corner. So hopefully I've got that. Has I got that right? I think I've got that right, yeah. And oops, moved it, just need to get it back in position. Make sure I've got it right. There. And so, okay, but just a bit fiddly, and it doesn't help with me not being able to see the thing. Then all I am going to do is just get my scissors, and I'm just going to bend these together, so you're holding them together like this. And then this is the tricky part now, because all I'm going to do is cut round my heart. So I'm cutting round my heart. And just keep your two edges together. It's hard to show you what I'm doing. And then what we're going to do is put the top two pieces together. Well, actually, I think I'm going to do it individually. And all you're going to do is cut down that score line. So you're going to cut down your score line to the top part of your heart. There we go. And move that there. And that's going to go to meet the heart there, wherever gone. Just make sure that you have followed your line. So there we go. Just make sure I've got a neat bit there. Look on the other side. That's it. So now we've got your heart corner. So we're just going to repeat that on all four sides. So you're going to go in, and I think I found it better to go in the other way and do this part. Trying to show you, I'm doing this part of the curve first, and then I'm coming back in and doing the rest of it round the corner. You just go down as far as the fold line, and then you come up and you cut down your score line till you hit the top of your heart, and down the score line till you hit the top of your heart. Okay, there, so that's 2 done now, and let's go for the third. So I'm doing it the wrong way that's comfortable, I would say, because you always prefer to cut the other way, but you're having to cut the opposite way just for that bit there, and then you can go back in and go down the other bit. Now obviously I am doing this with a 6x6, and I'm assuming the bigger your piece of card that you start off with, that this will be easier. It's because I've chosen to do it with a 6x6. Now this, as I say, will work with any size, so but it must be divisible by 3. So you've got to work in the 3 times table. So for instance, your 6x6, it's divisible so that you can get your 2 3s into it, go 2, so you do your score lines at 2. If I was to do the next size up, that would need to be 9x9. Now if you wanted to not go to 9 inches, think about your divisibles in centimetres instead. So you could go, your 15 centimetres is your 6 inches. So you could go to, like, taking it to the next one, which would be 18 centimetres or 21 centimetres. That would make you a bit bigger. And you just divide that by 3, so you just be doing your score marks at 7 centimetres. So if you were struggling to work it out, just get in touch with me and tell me what size you want to make, and I will tell you what score lines you need. And the all I've done, because basically mine is a 2x2, all I've done for the lid is thought, well, the box lid will be 2 inches square, and then all I've done is think, well, I want 1/2 inch coming down on either side. So there we go, there's your hearts all ready to come out. So I've just, for the lid, so you've got them there. We can burnish them a little bit more now to make them a bit easier to crisp up. So for the lid, as I was saying, you'd have, on this one, I looked at it and thought, well, I want 2x2, so I thought, right. And then I want 1/2 inch going down either side, so you just add your 2 halves onto your 2, which of course makes it 3 inches, and then you just need to add 1/16. Now this doesn't matter on what size box you make, you just need to add that 1/16 extra. Okay, right, now ahead of time I have cut out, because I don't like to waste anything, and I thought yesterday I cut off some Magenta Madness, and I have used the squares, and I'll just tell you which one. It's the Stitch Shapes framelits, and it's the second one up or the third one down, depending on which way you want to go. And I've cut 4 of those out because I had 4 left from the box I made yesterday, so I've cut those out already, and we're going to just stick those on now to the inside square bit. So I've gone, rather than doing the card and then putting DSP on top, today for a change I'm doing DSP and putting the card on top. So just make sure you've got a equal increment all the way around, and then we'll glue these on. So this is suitable to put lots of different things in for gifts, suitable for teacher gifts or going out with a friend for coffee and you just want to take them a little treat. So you could fit Ferrero Rocher in it, you could fit a Lindt truffle in it, or you could add anything of your choice that's you would like to gift somebody. As I say, you could do lots of things with this. I love the small boxes. Right. Okay, now I've just noted that there's a little bit there that I want to take out. That's yeah, everything's done apart from that. Right, and then this one. So you could also stamp a sentiment on your squares that I'm putting on now. So there could be a sentiment, it could be a thank you, or any of the lovely sentiments that we've got. You could put one of those on. I'm not going to do that today because I'm going to speed it up. Right, so that is the box part there. And now I've got a piece of the Night of Navy. When I find it, I've got everything prepared, so I know that I've oh, it's fell down, that's why. So I've got a piece of Night of Navy that measures 4 7/8 by 1 7/8. And all I've done is scored that at 3/8, turned it round, and then scored it at 2 1/4, and then at 2 5/8, and then 4 1/2, and that I gave you what it was to start with. Now what we're going to do with this is I'm just putting it this way, and I like to have, I want that one going down over there. So because I'm going to put a truffle in it, I want to use my 1 3/8 punch. Now what I do with this is I just cut out a piece of photocopier paper so that I can put it in the middle, and I just use a temporary, yeah, that's gone on it, a temporary adhesive, so that I can put this into the middle of my card. So I just stick it down, and then I use the back then and go in, and then I can just get that and cut that out. Okay, so that should be even then. So that's a way of getting it even. Now you can save your card to use on something else. That just peels off because it was only semi-adhesive, not permanent. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, make sure I get this right. I want that to go over the top there. So I'm going to stick my permanent adhesive, that's my strong tape, on the bottom here. Yesterday I committed myself the wrong way, so we're going to go there, just stick it down there, and there we go. There, that's it. That's it. And then just going to bring this up and take that down. So let's make sure I'm getting it right. That's it. So there we go, and that will be your box part for your Ferrero Rocher. So I'm going to put my box face in this way, so I've got the front of it. I'm going to face at the front. So I'm saying that this is the front of my box, so I'm going to pop this just in the middle. So just make sure it is in the middle, that you've not gone over any of your fold lines. So there should be 1/8 of an inch, and I apologise, it's very difficult for you to see, but if you just do that to do it down, and then that, it will do it, and then you can put it back in the middle. Okay, so that's so far. Now, as I said, this is 3 1/8, and I'm just going to score it at 1/2 inch all the way round. So it's just going to be 1/2 inch. I'm going to do that again. Oh, did my blade go down properly? So 1/2 inch, and take it round 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1/2 inch. So this is 3 1/16. That's what it measures, and I'm using the embossed paper from the Boho Indigo. So, well, it's card. It's card. So I'm going to do my favourite windmill. So I cut up to the score line to the next score line and just wedge in on either side. I turn it round and cut up the score line and wedge it on either side. Then again, turn round, cut up the score line and either side, wedging it, and then the last one, cut up the score line and wedge it on either side. Okay, now what I will do is just put a piece of strong adhesive again, just so that it's going just on below the crease, just below your score line. Turn it around, do exactly the same, so that it's just below the score line. And again, so as I say, these are great for teacher gifts, going out with coffee with friends. You can do all sorts with this. Now, don't know whether a lint teddy bear will fit in them. I'm not sure whether it's tall enough or not. Oh, there we go. So I'm just going to burnish over those, because this has as well got embossing on. I'm just going to go a little bit more on the burnishing. Right, so peel off. I always like to stick a little bit additional glue on the bottom, and again we just fold in and line up with your score. Okay, just going to really press that a second, and then take the next one off, and again put a little bit of glue on there and bend it in, bring this up to the score line and just pinch it. Next one, bring up, push in, bring it up to the score line, give it a good pinch, and then the last one. There we go. And last one. There we go. And then I'll just burnish those on there. Just make sure I'm just pressing those down. There we go. So let's put the pin in my glue and change of plan. Where's my baby? Okay. So I thought I'd got some of the lint truffles. I thought I'd got one left that I had in a box, but I can't find them. Are they? No, can't find them. So I'm just gonna undo my baby because I've got a Ferrero Rocher in there that will fit in just as well. So there's your Ferrero Rocher, and as I say, you can stamp on these, push those in, and then just bring your lid in, and your lid will fit nice and snug on the top. And then I've got yesterday when I cut out my oval, I've got an oval left there, or I've got a round one there. So I could choose any of these to make a label. In fact, I'm going probably to put the two there. And let's have a look. The actual Four Seasons has got For You in it, so I'm just going to bring that in, and we'll do that with Night of Navy. So bring that in, Night of Navy, and because it's a photopolymer, I'll just bring in my mat and I'm just going to rub it. I'm not sure if I've used this one or not, so I'm just going to rough it up a bit. So pick up my Night of Navy and bring in the label. Hold it for a second. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and I'm going to glue this down straight onto here. So just glue that in the middle and glue it so that it has quite a bit there. And then now Burwell Indigo, I've got it in, so I'm just going to move those out of the way. And as I say, I always have those bits of ribbon and I always save things. So I'm going to let's have a look. So I've got that coming out there like that. Do I want it just like that, or do I want two pieces that come out? And I'll trim the ribbon so that it do I want it, let's have a look. So do I want something like that? No, I think I liked it when I bent the ribbon. Do I want it like that? Of course, I'm going to cut my ribbon there and cut my ribbon there. Do I like that, or let's bend it totally? I think it's not big enough to. Let's see if I bend it. I do like it like that. Right, what do we think? Do we like the ribbon so that it's bent and comes out the side? It will behave when I stick it. Actually, I think I am going to go for that. Okay, so this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to get a little bit of my tape that's strong. And, oh, don't get that on there. I'm going to position this roughly there, so it wants something like that there, so that, and I'm going to put a little bit, risk it that it was a little bit further down there, so we'll risk those two, burnish them on a bit, lift them up. It easy, and that's gone underneath it. Right, so we're going to position this so it comes out either side. Oops, that has slipped. So just let me, this is the beauty of wet glue. When that happens, you can sort it out. Okay, so I'm going to have them go like that. That's going to be on the top like that. So I'm just going to risk and push down. I only need it to pick up the ribbon. So we will do ribbon like that as well. And then I'm going to get some dimensionals now and stick. Are the ones. I'm going to stick a couple of dimensionals on the top of here. Hopefully, did I stick them? And that will hopefully just catch that ribbon. Just bring that in there. I think that's about equal. And I'm going to do it the other way to make there. Okay, so there we go. So we've got the lovely box, and when you open it up, it explodes and it's got your lovely hearts. So I hope you like that for today's project. I like to do, when I have a set, I like to show how to do different cards. Plus, I like to do 3D projects. I wouldn't have done another exploding box, but it is quite different from yesterday's exploding box because this one, of course, was very tall and fat and has a rabbit in it. So it is quite different than yesterday's, but I would have done something else with it. So there was a few of the projects that I've done so far. I don't think oh yes, I did, and that was a project that another project, 3D project I did as well. So I've done quite a few 3D projects with it as well. I'll have a think, because I might do one more 3D project on Monday, because I like to try and do 5. So thank you very much. Thank you, Patricia. Glad you like them. So if you missed any of the videos, they of course are on my YouTube channel. They will, however, disappear from the Facebook channel. So if you particularly saw something, although it will be loaded straight to Facebook, it does only stay there for 30 days and then is wiped off. But on my YouTube channel, it will stay. So thank you very much. As I say, if you want to buy anything that I have used, I'd love to be a demonstrator. Please get in contact with me, or there will be a link back from YouTube to go back to my Facebook business page, or you can go straight to Stampin' Up! As long as you use the hostess code that was at the beginning. It will come back to me, and then I can share in the host rewards with you. Thank you. I've got tons to go at, Hannah. Look, the pack's still full. So I've got loads. So it's such lovely paper. I'm really loving it. Looking forward to our tonight, when we're going to make all sorts tonight on our team retreat. Lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Really do appreciate that you've popped by. Hope you like the projects, and I will be back on Monday with more crafty goodies. Thank you very much. Bye.